Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance. This is an AMX 1357 Tier 7 Premium French light tank located on the south spawn of Malinovka, and it's under the command of General Disturbance. Yes, one of my replays again. Yeah, well, I've been playing a few recently, and well, I'm off to the spotting bush straight away. And this little tank, it's an AMX 13-ton tank with a 57mm gun. They never actually built this one, but you can see I've gone into the far side of the bush. Not fully in the bush at the moment, but inside the bush.
Stop your advance.
And somebody's told me to fall back. In fact, actually it was the Tiger P
Start withdrawal.
telling me to fall back, but no, I'm not falling back. I'm actually sitting in this bush for a reason. I'm spotting for the team. Now, I don't have binoculars loaded on this machine, and actually that will actually have an effect upon my overall game, because if I can't see all of the enemy, I can't spot for my team. But I've put myself fully in the bush now, just so that I can ensure that I'm getting maximum view range and they can't see me. No further enemy in sight. Now, the 57mm gun doesn't have a whole lot of damage to it. 90 hit points of damage per shot, and with the standard rounds you will get through 143mm, with the premium ones 195. Really, if you want to actually get...
Retreat.
In fact, I'm still getting called to retreat by the T-34-2 GFT. I think they're anticipating that somebody's going to attack the bush. Yep, they keep telling me fall back. The thing is, with this little tank, you actually get fairly decent penetration with the APCR, but with the premium rounds, you don't get so good. With the standard rounds, you don't get such good penetration.
Retreat.
And they're still telling me to pull back, and this time it's the IS. And I'm not taking any notice of them whatsoever. Now, I think you'll realise towards the end of this video that, yeah, my sitting in this bush actually did have a positive effect. And you notice the way I'm actually sitting in the bush, I'm actually sitting to one side of the centre point. And that's because if somebody was to do a counter hit by Arty on this bush, the shell would most likely be aimed right for the centre of the bush, and therefore it would splash alongside me, not actually hitting me, and therefore probably not killing me. Of course, this is a tier 8 game, not a tier 7 one, so I'm not top tier. And if I was to be hit by an enemy Arty shell,
Start withdrawal.
it probably would badly damage me with splash.
Stop your advance.
And they're still telling me to fall back from this bush.
Watch out. Retreat.
Okay, EBR
Fall back
Hotchkiss.
from there.
Not going to fire. They keep telling me to pull back, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to stay here for the moment.
Stop your advance.
Not going to fire on that Hotchkiss. Just want to highlight him to my teammates. I think actually it's the Patton who may be spotting him at the moment though. I've only picked up 580 hit points of spotting assist so far. So there's 4 each on either side, and yet they're still telling me to pull back. It looks like the enemy has the top of the hill, and we can see the Patton there, who's actually, well, he's on the ramp, which means he's spotting the enemy team. but he can't really get much damage from that position. He needs to move up onto the bushes just above the ramp if he's going to do that. And now he's actually decided he's going to go around, and that could put him into direct confrontation with that EBR. I can see bushes going down, or trees going down in the background, so I'm just checking to see, are there any enemies still near their cap area? I'm pretty sure the pattern's going to meet that Hotchkiss. And there's a Progetto up on top of the hill already. I can see him on the minimap. And I think, well, that's a dangerous enemy, and he's just been badly hit. And now he's a one-shot. And I put one shell in to take him out. Now, I probably was spotted at that moment, so I moved. But no, the 6th sense did not go off. And I didn't pump for the reload, even though I'm now one shot short. Only got 7 rounds now. And there is the Hotchkiss, and he did meet the Type 59. 59's being killed, but I'm going in after that Hotchkiss. Missed on the 3rd shot, got the 4th, 5th, 6th, and the 6th one kills him. But I did take some damage. 2 shots from the Hotchkiss hit me. Took away 320 hit points, 324 hit points of damage. Okay, so now I'm going to hunt Arty down. We're 2 up on the enemy now, and I found the first one, the SU-14 one. I'm not going to go directly at him. I'm going alongside. Found the next one, the M12, lock on. I've only got a limited number of shells. The M12 jumps over the edge and dies. Now I'm in reload after this shot. The GW makes it into the water. The M12 dived over the edge and he died in the process. And there goes the GW, so he's dead, and I've now got a full mag of shells. Okay, so I'm going to go hunting enemy and see what I can find. And in fact, a P-44 Pantera's found me, so I lock on and lead him on a merry chase. So he's chasing after me, and I'm firing at him as I'm going, and I take him out. I did take a round from the Pantera. In fact, I took 2 rounds from the Pantera, and I lost another 500 hit points. And the next enemy is a T-44. Now, I've only got 33 hit points left, but we've now got the advantage. There's only 3 enemies left. I waste 4 shots, 5. Now I'm getting shots on the enemy. Just keep moving, jinxing as I'm going, and unfortunately it's not enough. But the T-44 that fired at me and hit me got taken out, and now there's only 1 enemy tank left. He's over on the other side of the battlefield, but he's not going to last very long. That's the IS. So in one short moment, I've actually taken out the 3 Arty and 2 of their mediums by finding and killing, or actually allowing my teammates to kill a couple of the enemy, and also killing one of them myself. It just turned the battle all the way around. And here goes the IS, taken out by the TBP VTU. And that's it, we won. And all because I was sitting in a bush for most of the game. So sometimes it does actually pay to sit in a bush and do nothing. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a first class tanker for general disturbance in the AMX 1357. In fact, that's the first time I've had a first class tanker in that game. And I also picked up a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. A duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged me. A fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of my own vehicle. And I also got an Orlik medal for taking out or killing 2 enemy tanks or tank destroyers with a light tank in a battle, and they have to be at least 1 tier higher to do that. And my win rate from that battle was 5,204. Let's have a look at team score. Well, didn't do a whole lot of damage. The highest damage in the game was actually done by our Progetto. He managed to get 3,256 hit points of damage. I didn't even get the second highest damage in the game. That was done by the enemy Progetto, the guy I took out. He did 1,853 hit points of damage. I came in third with 1,730 hit points of damage in that game, and I was the only one to pick up a medal in the game as well, the Orliks. When it came to kills, I shared the top spot with the Progetto, the GW Panther, We both had all three of us had 3 kills each. But when it came to base XP, it was, yes, me with the highest base XP in the game. 1,378 base for me, 1,167 for the Progetto, and then we got 735 for the GW Panther. Now, why did I do so well? Well, you'll see now, 32 shots fired, most of them AP. I did switch to APCR when I was up against the mediums. 22 direct hits and 20 penetrations. Damage of 1,730 hit points, of which 68 were at more than 300 meters. That was the shot on the Progetto at long range. 5 hits received from the enemy, all 5 were penetrations. Yes, I'm afraid it was the T-44 that took me out. I took 2 shots from the Pantera and 2 shots from the Hotchkiss. 1 hit received by way of splash damage as well. One of the enemy Arty did manage to stun me, but I'm afraid it didn't save them in this occasion. 6 enemy vehicles spotted, 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, and 2,997 hit points of spotting assist. That's where I picked up the high base XP figure, because I was spotting for the team. On a premium count, I earned 88,338 credits, got 44,169 from personal reserves, and 60,000 for completing the mission and events. Grand total of 192,507 credits. And after repair and ammunition resupply, and even though I fired a clip of premium ammo, I still took away a profit of 163,382 credits from a short game that only lasted 7 minutes 41 seconds for me, 8 minutes 25 for all of my team. 2,067 XP, times 2 for the first victory, 413 for this being a premium vehicle, and 2,067 from personal reserves, took away 6,614 experience points altogether. I call my little AMX 1357 the murder kitten, because once it's actually attached itself to an enemy tank and does death circles around them, they normally die fairly quickly. But on this occasion, I had to run for my life because I was facing not just the Pantera, who was determined to kill me, but also that T-44, who was, well, very good at putting shells into me. And I was basically almost out of juice at that point, so it was a very good job that I actually did manage to get as much spotting in as I did during the game. I know that Zoe Balls doesn't particularly like the AMX 1357, not from players' point of view, but being on the receiving end of the shells from this little tank, because these shells do actually tend to penetrate most vehicles they actually come up against. In fact, actually, it's funny because I dislike wheeled vehicles and Zoe dislikes this one. I think there's got to be some reason behind that, because I think wheeled vehicles don't belong in the game. And I suppose Zoe doesn't believe that this one belongs in the game because it never actually existed. The AMX 1357 never actually got built, but the AMX 13-ton tank did. And that's actually quite a good medium tank. So, or is there a medium? No, I think it's actually a light. So, yep, it's actually a decent light tank. So, if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. And thanks for watching.